Welcome back, Reason Seekers! Today, we're settling one of the oldest forecourt fuel feuds in history. We're breaking down exactly why petrol cars are better than diesel cars, proving once and for all why one is a refined performance machine and the other is just a tractor in a tuxedo. Let's get started. Petrol engines deliver a smoother, quieter, and more refined ride. The fundamental difference in character is undeniable from the moment you turn the key. A petrol engine awakens with a discreet hum, a promise of sophisticated travel. A diesel, on the other hand, rattles to life with the agricultural charm of a cement mixer, sending shudders through the steering wheel and pedals. This isn't just about noise, it's about civility. Driving a petrol car means you can hold a conversation without raising your voice, or feel the engine's entire life story through the seat of your pants. It's the difference between gliding over the tarmac and being reluctantly shaken along it. Diesel drivers have simply been conditioned to accept this constant, low-frequency assault as normal. Petrol drivers know better, enjoying a level of mechanical harmony that its grumbling rival can only dream of. The upfront purchase price of a petrol car is almost always lower. Let's start with the most straightforward win, the numbers on the window sticker. Before you've even driven a single mile, the petrol car has already saved you money. This isn't a small difference. It's a significant diesel tax you pay for the privilege of a heavier, more complex, and clattering engine. Dealerships love to frame this as an investment, promising mythical fuel savings that will one day pay you back. What they don't mention is that you're starting in a financial hole, handing over a hefty surcharge for technology that is noisier, dirtier in key pollutants, and less enjoyable to drive. Choosing petrol means your wallet is healthier from the moment you sign the papers. It's the smarter financial decision from the outset, no complex calculations or hopeful projections required. All right, pause the debate. You've heard our reasons, now we want yours. Get in the comments and drop your most savage, intelligent, or hilarious reason why petrol reigns supreme. The best arguments will be immortalized in a future Users Edition, so don't hold back. Now, back to the undisputed facts. Petrol cars are cheaper to maintain and repair over their lifetime. The initial purchase price is just the beginning of the financial victory. The real long-term win for petrol comes from its elegant simplicity. Diesel engines are a notoriously complex and high-strung collection of parts, high-pressure fuel pumps, turbochargers working over time, and a suite of delicate emissions gear designed to hide their dirty secret. When one of these components fails, and they do, the repair bills are legendary, often costing thousands and single-handedly erasing any fuel savings you might have accumulated. Petrol engines, by contrast, are fundamentally simpler and less stressed. Your local mechanic understands them inside and out, meaning faster diagnostics and cheaper labor costs. Choosing diesel is a gamble. You're just one sensor failure away from a catastrophic bill. Choosing petrol is investing in proven, reliable, and affordable mechanical peace of mind. They produce far less toxic NOx and particulate matter, making our city air cleaner. This is the inconvenient truth that the diesel lobby tried to hide for decades. While they were busy celebrating a few extra miles per gallon, their engines were quietly waging a chemical war on our cities. The nitrogen oxides, NOx, and particulate matter, soot, that are the signature cocktail of diesel exhaust, are directly linked to smog, acid rain, and a horrifying list of respiratory illnesses. Every black puff from a diesel tailpipe is a cloud of microscopic daggers lodging themselves in our lungs. Petrol engines, with their inherently cleaner combustion process and effective catalytic converters, simply don't produce these specific pollutants at anywhere near the same toxic levels. Choosing petrol isn't just about a better driving experience, it's a conscious decision to not poison the air we all breathe. The engine sound of a petrol car is exhilarating, not agricultural. Let's be honest, sound is the soul of a machine, and the soundtrack to a diesel car is just depressing. It's a monotonous, rattling drone that says, "I'm here to do a job and I'm not happy about it." It's the sound of a tractor, a commercial generator, or a delivery van idling outside your window at 5 a.m. A petrol engine, however, offers a symphony. From the eager burble at idle to the crisp rising crescendo as you accelerate towards the red line, it communicates performance and excitement. It's an integral part of the driving pleasure, a mechanical chorus that connects you directly to the action. No one has ever paid for a ringtone that sounds like a cold diesel startup. Petrol provides the soundtrack for driving it. Petrol engines are lighter, resulting in superior handling and agility. This is a simple matter of physics that completely transforms how a car feels. Diesel engines are inherently heavy, over-engineered blocks of iron designed to withstand immense compression. All that extra mass sits right over the front wheels, creating a nose-heavy balance that is the enemy of nimble handling. This makes a diesel car feel ponderous and reluctant to turn, plowing into corners with the grace of a startled manatee. A petrol car, with its lighter engine, has a far superior weight distribution. It feels light on its feet, eager to change direction, and more connected to the road. You can feel this agility in every turn of the wheel. Diesel drivers often mistake their car's stubborn understeer for feeling planted, but they're just fighting physics. They are perfectly suited for short city trips where diesels choke and clog. The modern diesel engine is the wrong tool for the urban job, designed for long motorway hauls and actively damaged by city driving. The culprit is the infamous diesel particulate filter, DPF, a device that needs sustained high temperatures to burn off the soot it collects. Short, low-speed trips to the shops or the school gates are its kryptonite. The DPF never gets hot enough to clean itself, so it slowly suffocates, leading to warning lights, a dramatic loss of power, and an eye-watering bill for a forced regeneration at the garage. This forces diesel owners into the absurd ritual of taking their car for a long, pointless blast down the motorway just to keep it healthy. A petrol car simply warms up and gets on with the job. No drama, no diva-like demands. Petrol cars start instantly and perform better in cold weather. There's nothing quite like the winter morning diesel ritual of hope and prayer. You turn the key, wait for the humiliating little glowing coil symbol to extinguish, and then endure an agonizing, churning protest before the engine finally clatters into a reluctant, shaky idle. This is a fundamental design flaw. A petrol engine, by contrast, requires no such ceremony. You turn the key, and it fires with instant, clean ignition, regardless of the frost on the windscreen. This superiority extends beyond just starting. A cold diesel is sluggish, unresponsive, and asthmatic for the first several miles. A petrol engine is smooth and ready to perform almost immediately, delivering its power without complaint. In cold climates, choosing diesel is choosing to start every day with an argument. Choosing petrol is choosing confidence. The Dieselgate scandal proved you can't trust diesel emissions claims. Remember when diesel was marketed as the clean and eco-friendly choice? It was the greatest automotive con of the 21st century. The Dieselgate scandal wasn't just about one manufacturer, it exposed a systemic culture of deception across the industry, built around cheating emissions tests. These weren't minor fudges, these were vehicles programmed with defeat devices to spew out up to 40 times the legal limit of NOx in real-world driving. The entire premise of clean diesel was a lie, a cynical marketing ploy designed to sell cars that were poisoning our air while their owners felt smugly green. This scandal shattered any trust in diesel technology's environmental claims, revealing it as fundamentally flawed and reliant on deceit to meet regulations. Petrol has always been more honest about what it is. Petrol offers a wider range of performance fuel options for enthusiasts. For those who see driving as more than just a commute, petrol is the only serious choice. Pull up to a filling station, and the diesel driver has one option: standard. Maybe a premium version that promises to clean their injectors a bit. A petrol driver, however, is presented with a menu of possibilities. From standard 95 RON to super unleaded 98 or 99 RON, each grade offers a tangible difference in performance for tuned or high-performance engines. This choice allows enthusiasts to extract every ounce of power and responsiveness their car was designed to deliver. It's about tailoring the fuel to the machine. Diesel is a one-size-fits-all commodity fuel for workhorses. High-octane petrol is the lifeblood of performance and a key part of the enthusiast experience. You avoid the hassle and cost of complex diesel particulate filters, DPFs, and AdBlue. Modern diesel ownership comes with a whole ecosystem of expensive, inconvenient, and failure-prone accessories. First, you have the DPF, the soot trap time bomb that clogs on short trips and costs a fortune to replace. As if that wasn't enough, you now have the joy of AdBlue. This urea-based solution has to be regularly topped up, creating another consumable expense and another chore. Let it run out, and your car will unceremoniously refuse to start, leaving you stranded. These systems are not enhancements. They are complex, bolt-on patches designed to mitigate the engine's inherent flaws. Petrol cars don't need them. They achieve their cleaner emissions through a more elegant and integrated design, freeing the owner from the constant anxiety and expense of babysitting a mobile chemistry experiment. Petrol cars have better resale value as cities move to ban diesel. The tide has turned, and the smart money is fleeing diesel. All across Europe and the world, cities are waking up to the public health crisis caused by diesel pollution and are responding with aggressive action. Ultra-low emission zones, ULEZ, congestion charges targeting older diesels, and outright bans are becoming the norm. This legislative assault has torpedoed the resale value of diesel cars. What was once seen as a sound investment is now a depreciating asset with a shrinking pool of potential buyers. People don't want to be stuck with a car they might not be able to drive into their own city center in a few years. Petrol cars, being far less affected by these regulations, have become the safer bet, holding their value better and offering future owners peace of mind. The driving experience is simply more fun and responsive. This is the heart of the matter for anyone who actually enjoys driving. A good petrol engine loves to rev. Its power builds in a thrilling, linear fashion as the needle climbs the tachometer, rewarding you with a surge of acceleration and an exciting engine note. It feels energetic, eager, and alive. A diesel, in stark contrast, is a reluctant participant. It delivers a lump of low-down torque that feels impressive for a moment, but then it runs out of breath almost immediately, forcing an early gear change. There's no joy in revving it, no sense of building excitement. It's a short, functional shove versus a sustained, exhilarating rush. Driving a diesel is like a conversation with someone who only speaks in monosyllables. Driving a petrol car is a dynamic, engaging dialogue. Petrol engines have a legendary heritage in motorsport and performance cars. When you think of the greatest cars in history, the icons that adorned bedroom walls and defined automotive passion, what engine do they have? From the howling V12s of Ferrari and Lamborghini to the high-revving four cylinders of Japanese legends and the roaring V8s of American muscle, the answer is petrol. Motorsport, the ultimate crucible of engine technology, is almost exclusively a petrol-powered domain. This is where innovation happens, where legends are forged, and where the DNA of every great driver's car is born. Diesel's greatest claim to fame in racing is a brief, nerdy experiment at Le Mans. Petrol, on the other hand, is the fuel of heroes, the sound of speed, and the undisputed choice for anyone who wants a car with a soul, not just an appliance. Modern petrol engines have dramatically closed the fuel economy gap. The once supposed trump card diesel always held was fuel economy, but that advantage is rapidly evaporating into irrelevance. Modern petrol engine technology, with turbocharging, direct injection, and clever cylinder deactivation, has made incredible leaps in efficiency. Today's small-capacity turbo petrol engines can deliver real-world MPG figures that are tantalizingly close to, and in some cases even better than, their diesel counterparts, especially in mixed driving. When you factor in the lower purchase price, cheaper maintenance, and the absence of AdBlue costs, the total cost of ownership argument for diesel completely collapses. They've lost their only unique selling point, leaving them as the noisier, dirtier, more expensive, and less fun option, with no remaining logical justification for most buyers. The game has changed. You don't get smelly, oily diesel fuel on your hands at the pump. It's a small detail, but it speaks volumes about the nature of the fuel. every diesel pump handle seems to be coated in a greasy, iridescent film that stubbornly refuses to wash off your hands and leaves a lingering, unpleasant industrial odor. It's a grimy, dirty experience from start to finish. Filling up with petrol is, by comparison, a clean and civilized affair. The pumps are generally cleaner, the fuel evaporates quickly if you spill a drop, and you don't walk away feeling like you've just finished a shift in a heavy machinery workshop. This daily or weekly ritual is a constant reminder of the fundamental difference. Petrol is a refined fuel for sophisticated machines, while diesel is an industrial lubricant that happens to be combustible. Petrol engine technology is simpler and more reliable long-term. Beneath the surface, the two engine types follow very different philosophies. Petrol engines operate at lower pressures and with a less violent combustion process. This means less stress on internal components like pistons, bearings, and gaskets. Diesel engines, to extract power from their less volatile fuel, rely on extreme compression and colossal injection pressures, putting every single part under immense strain. Add to that the complex turbos and finicky emission systems, and you have a recipe for expensive, premature failure. The elegant simplicity of a naturally aspirated petrol engine, or even a modern turbo petrol, is a testament to a more robust and reliable design. Over the full lifespan of a vehicle, the petrol engine is far more likely to provide years of trouble-free service, while the diesel is a ticking clock. The immediate throttle response in a petrol car is unmatched. Press the accelerator in a petrol car, and the reaction is instant. The engine responds to your input with crisp, immediate feedback, creating a direct connection between your right foot and the car's forward motion. This is what makes a car feel lively and controllable. Now, try the same in a typical turbo diesel. There's a noticeable pause, a moment of hesitation known as turbo lag, as the engine takes a deep breath before reluctantly delivering its shove of torque. This disconnect makes the car feel lazy and unpredictable, especially in city traffic or on a winding road where quick adjustments are key. It's the difference between a finely tuned instrument and a heavy tool. Petrol gives you precision and immediacy. Diesel gives you a delayed, lumbering response. Public opinion and government regulations are decisively turning against diesel. The party is over for diesel, and it wasn't invited to the after-party either. The combination of the Dieselgate scandal and growing awareness of air pollution has made diesel a public enemy. This sentiment is being written into law at a rapid pace. Governments worldwide are tightening emission standards to a point where diesel compliance is becoming prohibitively expensive for manufacturers. Tax incentives are being flipped to penalize diesel ownership, and city access is being revoked. The court of public opinion has already delivered its verdict. Diesel is dirty tech from a bygone era. Buying a new diesel car today is like investing in a VHS player in the age of streaming. You're buying a piece of obsolete technology with a rapidly approaching expiration date. Petrol remains the mainstream, accepted choice. Petrol is the smarter choice for the vast majority of drivers' real-world needs. The case for diesel only ever made sense for a very specific type of user, the high-mileage motorway warrior who spent hours at a constant speed. For everyone else, the school runners, the city commuters, the weekend adventurers, the grocery getters, it has always been the wrong choice. The modern petrol engine is a master of all trades, perfectly happy on a short hop to the shops or a long-distance holiday drive. It doesn't punish you for not driving far enough, it doesn't demand bizarre maintenance rituals, and it delivers a more enjoyable experience 99% of the time. The industry sold a niche solution as a mainstream product, and drivers are now paying the price with clogged DPFs and unnecessary complexity. Petrol is simply the right tool for the real world. Choosing petrol means choosing driving pleasure over tractor-like torque. Ultimately, this debate boils down to a choice of philosophy. Do you view your car as a soulless appliance for lugging things around, or as a machine designed to be driven and enjoyed? Diesel's entire appeal is based on torque, a low-revving pulling power that's great if you're plowing a field or towing a container ship. It's functional, but utterly devoid of finesse or excitement. Petrol, on the other hand, is the language of performance, responsiveness, and exhilaration. It's about the joy of a perfect gear change, the sound of a willing engine singing its way to the red line, and the feeling of a light, agile car dancing through a corner. Choosing diesel is prioritizing utility over experience. Choosing petrol is a declaration that the journey itself matters. And there you have it. The case is closed. Thanks for watching us dismantle the diesel argument piece by piece. If you've got more fuel for this fire, drop your own reasons in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more definitive victories. 21. Reasons why. Epic debates, legendary comments. And there you have it. The case is closed. Thanks for watching us dismantle the diesel argument piece by piece. If you've got more fuel for this fire, drop your own reasons in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more